So obviously a very powerful film, real life character over in Bosnia after the war in the basically 1999, right? How many years did you spend over there?
I was there almost 2 years, 22 months.
22 months, yeah. Right. Operating within the UN?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was within the UN umbrella with the International Police Task Force, so I was a monitor and a peacekeeper.
Right, and basically she eventually blew the whistle on, started to scratch the surface basically on all the sex trafficking that was happening in the eastern countries, war-torn, and as they were called in the movie, the whores of war, which I couldn't quite believe. How did you guys come together? How did this all happen for you?
They actually called me when I was still right after I had won my case and asked if they could come interview me. They were interested in making a movie, and I, of course, you know.
Right.
And so that's kind of.
And so basically, your case was just about wrongful termination because you were investigating these. Clearly
those
corrupt, on all levels of basically of the government, the police force, the UN, right? It was completely all-encompassing, trafficking girls and basically sexual slaves.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know about this story. I mean, she's a kind of unsung heroine, and so I think it's both for me an inspirational story about a woman who couldn't stop doing what she did, even though her life was in danger, and even though everyone around her was telling her not to, and even though 99 out of 100 people would not do it. She is such a person that she could not but do what she did, and I think that's an important story in and of itself. And what she revealed, the sex trafficking scandal that was going on, and as you say, still going on. Of course, that that's the really important issue. But one could have made a documentary about the subject, and I'm sure people have, and that's another thing. But this is for me, it's a kind of portrait of a woman who finds herself in this reality and what she chooses to do with it. I definitely picked your brains. I asked you lots of questions.
She would stop filming and ask me, "Is this what you would really say?" And so that I really appreciated that. I mean, I really felt like she was wanting to do the best she could.
And you gave me some lines.
Represent me. I gave her a couple of lines.
Yeah. I was like, "What would you say in this situation? I'm not sure this line is right." And you told me, and some of those lines are in the movie.
I noticed.
Yeah.
You did good.
I'm about to work with Terrence Malick.
Wow, that's great.
So that's exciting. And then I'm going to do a little comedy with, I say little in that it's very low budget, with Lynn Shelton, who directed Hump Day. Yeah. With Mark Duplass, who was also in Hump Day, and Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt and I will be English sisters.
Oh, that's great.
And then I'm going to do The Deep Blue Sea, which is the Terence Rattigan play, a British classic play, which Terence Davies, the English director, is turning into a film. So that's my immediate future.
All right. Well, good luck. That's great.